the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, SKN, the next guest I got live in Durant is an artist from Bandlab.com with over 3,000 followers, 6 bands, 6 collections, from the most infamous band, Martyrs Brigade. Ladies and gentlemen, Ceilns Da Gawd.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, big dog. Appreciate it. So let's start from the beginning, man. Discuss your music from the beginning, big dog.
Mostly my music started out just as a freestyle, didn't really have a genre. And now I'm just kind of going into my style, first, like I said, first freestyle I did was Broken Bottles, came out cool. I started trying to do this, I don't know, more like a lyrical, more of a Midwest, East Coast thing. And then I fell into that, once you start doing that trap music, sometimes it's hard to get out of it and try to spread your horizon. So
that's really dope, dog. So you said your first single off Bandlab was Broken Bottles?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, big dog. So what was the creative process like that when you first got on Bandlab?
First got on the Bandlab was mostly what I would do. I'd take a song, and I would get a feeling from it. You know what I mean? And then once I get a feeling from that song, or like you always know a good beat because you can sort of start freestyling really good in your head. The problem is the time it takes for you to write it down. You start losing it or misconstruing, which bar went where. And the delivery of it all. So what I started doing was I found this app where you could actually plug in your mic, and as you're saying stuff, it's writing it down.
That's dope, dog. That's dope. What is this app called, man?
They got one's called like Snapdragon or something like that. And you can also get apps for iPhones, App Store, Androids have them as well. But it's some sort of dragon speak where authors usually do it so they can walk around their house and write their books.
That's dope, bro. Hell yeah, dog. I gotta check that out, man, because I'll be having some dope ass ideas and I'll be needing to motherfucking write it down and I forget them, homie,
Yeah, because you can't write down fast. My mind's going, you just otherwise it's gonna be chicken scratch.
Yeah, exactly, dog. But hey, man, appreciate the heads up, man. That's what's up. So, let's talk about your most recent song, man. You released, big dog.
My most recent is Test the Titan, and it's more of a just a kind of song about some things that was going on Bandlab. You know what I mean? And I just I don't like having my name mentioned in people's songs, especially when I don't have nothing to do with you.
Hell yeah, big dog. That's what's up. So we can find that on your pin post or what?
Yeah, well, my pin post is gonna have "This Is the Way That I Trap." That's starring Vicious, me, Ceilns, and then it's got King Dabs on it and Woozy. And I mean,
hell yeah, dog.
From start to finish, I mean, that beat and the delivery of everybody, it just came hard. Like, I don't know. It's one of my favorite tracks I've done.
Hell yeah, man. So who made the beat?
King Dabs actually, I guess, had that beat laid around somehow. And one of them, one of his acquaintances. And so he just kind of said, "Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw this in here," and he threw the beat into the Martyrs Brigade. So, because he is a member.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah. Hell yeah, dog. So big shout out to King Dabs. Man, let me ask you this, big dog. Can we expect music video to the collab with Woozy, Vicious, and King Dabs? Can we expect a music video? Because that'd be something that'd be dope, man.
I really think that would be something that would be legit in the making. You know, depending on how far each other are, and if we can link up, so somehow, you know, video chat or group chat and kind of discuss ideas. I don't see why not. You know, if we're close enough in driving range and we can make a movie, like I have friends that are videographers, you know, people that can do that kind of stuff. You know, if you're going to pay for it and it's an actual serious event, you know, like they don't want you just to be walking down the street with your shirt off, rapping the whole time. You know, like they want legit things to be happening.
Hell yeah, man. That's dope, man. So, do you have any? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have any music videos on there that we could look at?
I don't have any music videos at the moment. I don't even have a YouTube channel. Well, all I got right now is a Spotify. Or excuse me, I got a SoundCloud and I have Instagram.
Hell yeah, big dog. So, have you done any like on any opening slots? Have you performed for anyone or anything like that, dog?
Nothing short of birthday parties. I mean, nothing more than birthday parties, you know.
Hell yeah.
I want to do venues, but it depends on where you're trying to go and how you're going to get yourself locked in there. You know, like, I don't know if I need to contact, you know, a club promoter, obviously, but I got to start making a buzz, you know, making a name for myself. So not just random people in every state know about me. I need people in my area to know, you know?
So, let me ask you this, man. Do you have a song that in your heart that already created that buzz for you?
Yeah, I mean, I got Monster. I don't know if you heard that one. It's spelled a little weird. What's that? Manhstir, Monster. But that one's cool, you know. That one's cool, hands down. It's got everything you would look for, as far as kind of a hype trappy kind of song. Other one I got is Block Talk. Now, Black Talk, it means a little more to me than just the words, you know, like it's kind of like my childhood and stuff like that. There's events in there, you know, that's just what it's like living where I lived. And then I got another one, like Deprived. Okay, Deprived is like just a real song for me. I don't usually do conscious music a lot because I feel like, you know, putting yourself out there too far is just giving people. You might as well hand people bullets and tell them to come get you.
Hell yeah, dog. That's what's up. I feel that on that one. So let me ask you this though: with all these songs that you already made, man, it seems like you already caught a buzz because, man, your following is going up. You're almost close to 4K, man, which is pretty good. And you said you started a year ago?
Yeah. Started about a
Damn,
year
man.
ago.
You're moving quick, man. And hey, I could recognize that. So let me ask you this. With all them songs you got, can we expect any live performances on YouTube, Instagram Live, Facebook Live, or any other live streaming platforms?
Uh, Definitely. You know, I've been speaking to the gentleman who engineered the beat for Monster, and so I'm just trying to work out a price for him, and that seems like it's in the works and it's going real well. So I need to get that one from him, which I believe his name is Sulker, and I need to get let's see what else. Yeah, it'll probably be Monster. I'll do live. Blog Talk. I'll do live. If I had another choice of one, it would be the Trap It In, like I said, with King David, and then for solo, honestly, like I got one where I sing, and you know, I ain't the best singer in the world. I never claimed to be, but I got one that has a deep meaning. It's called Razor's Edge. It's a little further down, but I mean, Razor's Edge itself is just about like, you know, no, you almost about to lose everything. You got choices to make, you know, and the choice is life or death. It's like, you gonna walk? If you make the right turn, you could end up on a tightrope, you know, or a ladder. You make the wrong turn, now you're walking on something that's sharp as a razor's edge. And how long can you walk that before you fall off? You know.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So let me ask you this, man. Future collabs, man. Do you have any collabs on Bandlab that you're willing to work with, or any artists that you've seen or heard about?
Yeah, like I like, okay, like not trying to, obviously I'm gonna plug my Martyrs Brigade, but like people I want to work with, definitely Vicious. There's a new cat I learned about, Morton C. I mean, he's got this insane. It's like I don't want to compare him to Logic, but it's an insane style of flow like that. Like he could be Eminem's protege, but he don't sound like him. He's just, his delivery style and skill, Matt, is pretty good to me, in my opinion. There's another person out there, King Dabs, I like because he likes that trad music. Then there's Woozy. Woozy has this dark kind of metal trap I like. Let's see. So then Woozy, I would like to do a collab with Pill Clinton. I would like to do a collab, HR Paper Stacks, of course. And man, I would like to do a collab with you. Shoot, I mean, if you in it, if you in it to win it, I'm game.
That's what's up, big dog. Hell yeah, we're gonna have to work something out with that. So let me ask you this, man. With all them collabs that you have in the future, do you have any favorite collabs that you have done?
Yeah, this is the way I trap. It's one of my favorites. And like I said before, Cursed, I did like. That one was just me, Vicious, and TY2 Lit. Shout out to him too. Because I mean, the verse just has a lot of meaning to it. It was just an all around solid verse. The other collabs that I got are like Deprived. Deprived was real deep for me, and it meant a lot for me to put that on there. So that one right there is gonna be one of my top threes. And then I got a collab that's the Trappening and then my with King David and Choppers Be Working with HR Paper Stacks.
So how are you different from other artists?
I'm different from other artists because I can adapt. You know what I mean, and that don't mean by I can be fake and slide in anywhere I can go need to be. It's just like you'll still have my style, but at least like if you talking about trying to get your girl back, I'm not gonna be talking about like trap houses. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can fit that, and if you want a little softer tone and maybe a little singing going on in the background, I can make that happen. Like I don't have to just be that dude that's always on, oh, look at my diamonds, but look at my diamonds, but it's a song about trying to get your ex girl back or something,
yeah,
like
because
I see so much of that, man, and that's because people don't finish their songs before they invite people to their song.
that's right. So what would you say to inspire the youth?
I would tell the youth, hey, uh, stay out. Definitely read books, man. Read books, math, music, because music is math. If you actually understand bars and stanzas and all of that stuff, I mean, music is math. Symphonies, math. You know what I mean? There's counting. There's things that are involved. So keep your mind in the math. Keep your mind in the art, and just pay attention less to what people, if they want to clown you, whatever, man. But none of that's important because I'll tell you what, for the youth, and I'm talking like when you just get into high school, mid school to high school, ain't none of them people gonna be your friends if you go in places like that. You may have a two, three solid top people that don't do dumb stuff. The rest of them, they gonna be gone. You got to
Hell
focus on
yeah,
you and on the youth. And I mean, I know that sounds sad, but you got to focus on you, man. You got to focus on you. Hit the book. Stay out the streets. Stay off of them hard drugs. Stay off of that. Don't sell them. Don't buy them. None of that. Don't use them. It ain't doing nothing but hurting you, man. You gotta make sure that you're evolving your brain first. Get your brain to the highest potential, and then once you get the money and you're stabilized, whatever you want to do on the side is on you. It's on you. That's your own business.
dope advice, man. Hell yeah. So who is your music targeted towards?
As far as like, do I have like a selected like target? Like, is it teenage, young adult,
Yeah,
trappers?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
My music really is more a poem. Like when I was younger, you know, I got poems published, you know, in Ohio's Young Poets of America. So this people basically would take some of the hottest shit and excuse my language, some of the hottest things, and they would just shove them all in these books and publish you if you were good enough. So I entered that contest and slayed it. Now, my music, not necessarily, I don't want it to be toward one audience, you know what I mean? But I also don't want to do this kind of weird Kanye West thing where you got some real slick music and then you turn it around and now you it's almost gospel, which I'm not hating on gospel, but I like to stay in my lane enough where I can reach everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like the middle lane. I don't need carpool. I need the middle lane because I want
Hell
to reach.
yeah, big dog.
You know what I mean? I want to reach the young kids. I got songs that I can reach for the young kids. One thing I was gonna tell you is that, you know, like I've noticed a lot of kids like trap music, at least the music, the beat, not the words, and they'll dance to that hardcore. A lot of babies, they don't know what's going on, but if you added an A B C D E F G in there and made that fit, or 1 2 3 4 5, and you help them count while they're dancing and jamming out. I was thinking about making a whole like kindergarten or some sort of 1 to 4th grade type trap uh, educational album.
That'd be dope, man. That'd be dope, man. And you know what? That's a dope ass idea that you even bring that up. So yeah, man. I feel what you're saying that you wanna be evolved around the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want one person to cut me out because, oh, no, 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 we don't do that here. Well, guess what? I got like a whole list of songs where I don't do that here, you know?
You know what? That's dope, bro. And I'm glad you brought that up, man. So yeah. So for all you artists out there that want to evolve, man, take his advice, man, because you know what? Hey, them residuals count in the long run, man. So let me ask you this, man. What is your favorite quote or your best rap line you ever spit?
Uh, the best rap line I've ever spit is, the best rap line I ever spit would be, you can't, no matter the size of the window, you can't have that window without it surrounded by pain.
Huh. Dope, man. So what's the history of where you from?
I'm from Oakland, West Oakland, 9th and Mandela, right there by West Oakland and BART station. You know, they call it the Lower Bottoms Ghost Town. Um, and I'm out there by Center Street, 10th Street. Anyway, so the freeway double stacker used to run through my neighborhood. Till we had that earthquake where Dodgers, I think, were playing the A's, or Giants were playing the A's, or something happened. And anyway, we had an earthquake that time, and it just collapsed the double stack freeway, and a lot of people perished, you know. And so they turned it into this cool little Mandela Parkway, where it's got like a park and things for the kids, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, big dog. So how old were you when you decided to do music?
I was in 6th grade when I got published, and then I kept going, and I was in like 7th, 8th grade where I met up with somebody that I call Professor X. He was like a DJ in the Bay, you know, R.I.P. for him. But his main influences were people like Jedi Mind Tricks. Those were his friends, you know. And so when he passed away, I actually didn't get to retrieve my song that we were working on from him. So
If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
see, I had time to think about this. It's gonna be Rick James. Uh, Rick James. Normally, I was think of some sort of girl group to jump on, but it would just be Rick James, Wu-Tang, Cipher.
Dope, man. So what are your music guilty pleasures?
My music guilty pleasures. I like Patsy Cline, Frank Sinatra. I like jazz. I like big band music. Ella Fitzgerald. I like that kind of influence on music. I like that jazz and blues doesn't really follow the national standard, what they would call, the music counts. That the jazz band will play whatever they want. You don't even have to say English. You can just scat to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if you super feeling yourself and you just want to make a bunch of noise and skeetle-wah, beat-a-wah, you don't have to make words, and the band will follow you smooth. And blues, I like you just played a couple riffs and you just say some deep stuff that happened in your life. And you just sit there, take a shot for the homies and just keep jamming, man. And people like that music, that's like that comes from the soul. And yeah, you can't be hanging out your window or trying to holler at girls with that music. But I'll tell you one thing, man, it's for you. That music's for you.
That's dope, man. So, what do you do outside of music, man?
I do martial arts, man, and most dirt bike racing. I ride street bikes, and I used to race a muscle car, but I crashed it.
Oh yeah. So, how'd you get in martial arts, big dog?
Oh man, I was young, and where I lived, it's like either you in a gang or my school. I had to cross rival block to get to school. So if you weren't getting dropped off by your parents, you got to squat
You were
up.
walking.
Yeah, you got to squat up and you got to run. You either run or you make yourself known, so they at least you can push them back a couple blocks so you can make it on time.
Hell yeah, dog. So, how did you discover Bandlab, man?
Oh, that's the homie HR Paper Stacks. I always ask him, like, what are you doing on here, man? Because he would always be preoccupied, when we having parties, and he'll disappear. And he's like, oh, I'm on Bandlab, bro. And I'm like, man, what's Bandlab like? Let me see your phone. I took it. I snatched it real quick. Let me see who you talking to. And sure enough, he was making music. I was like, damn, all right, dude, let's do it. So I made this freestyle Broken Bottles just, as a fluke. I was just kind of really just lit, trying to have a good time. And then bam, and he texted me and told me that, hey man, it actually came out solid, dude. Like if we had engineering or you could just write it down and correct a few things and redo it, it has potential to be just, one of them like mixtape songs,
That's dope, man. So, what are your future goals in 2020, man?
Future goal in 2020 is I want to actually do a show. Future goals is I want to try to elevate my mind and maybe see if I could do some live music. I do want to do a rock type music, but not to be confused with like Triple X Riders, because like I'm not with that. Let him do his own thing because he was gifted enough. I don't want to take nothing from him, but I do want to do like metal music because I do like metal. So I want a
That's
rock
dope.
song, yeah, and I think one day, pretty soon, once I can figure out how to play this acoustic electric blues guitar, I'm probably gonna just drop a blues album, or even if I can link up with somebody on Bandlab who can play blues riffs, and we can just link up and just let me jam out.
That's fucking dope, man. Man, I can't wait, dog. So, let me ask you this, man. You got any special shout out you want to give, dog?
Yeah, I do actually. I want to shout out. Let me just foremost shout out my son Hunter Orion, named after the stars, universal blessing. I want to shout out to my baby mama, obviously Vicious. I want to shout out HR Paper Stacks. That's my boy, day one. Sang Woozy, that's my boy, day one. Martyrs Brigade. Renaissance Child, Renaissance Hitters. That whole little squad there. And I basically want to shout out, Supreme Team and Loud Pack Mob gets a big shout out. King Dabs, King David, obviously, and there's some new people, like Morton C. Shout out to Miss Vicious. I mean, these people are that I can see have skill and potential, and they don't care about your numbers and how much followers you got. They care about your skill.
Hell yeah, man. So let me ask you this. What would be the best advice you could give to any upcoming artist that's locally in your area?
Don't go off of people.
What's up, big dog? My bad, man.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, no, I was just in the middle of saying, as far as newcomers that come into Bandlab, and don't fall into that featured artist or people hot right now. They have 100,000 followers. Like that's if you coming up, don't overlook people that got 20 followers and they follow 100 people, or they don't follow nobody and only got 2 followers. Sometimes these people are actually very talented and they're just new. And I feel like, honestly, there's a lot of haters, so they don't want you to get exposed because you are pretty good. So what I try to do is just like people like Morton C. He only had 40 followers, but I'll tell you what, he's got skills where he should already be at the 6,000s.
That's dope, bro. And I'm glad that you brought that up because I think that's something that needs to be touched on, bro. Is that you know what? It don't matter about followers because we're all doing it and making music, and like all the hate and all the other shit that's going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't never even met this person in life and you're dissing them. You know what I mean? So it's like, it don't make no sense to me why artists go out of the way to do that because we're all striving for the same thing. You know what I mean? It's to get noticed. But I'm glad you brought that
Exactly.
up.
Exactly, and then the other thing is, like, if you are up there in the band lab ranks, whether you got a blue check or not or anything, and you're dealing with somebody who is new, but they do have skills, that doesn't mean they know how to properly place the music in areas in which it's supposed to go. Like you got to work with people and you have patience if they're new. You can't just tell people, yeah, don't worry about it. Just go wherever, and I'll handle the rest, because you're not helping them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to show them, hey, all right, you hear the counting? You see those numbers at the top? Those are bars, okay? And if you turn that metronome on, it's going to click 4. If you set it to 4/4, that means every 4 clicks is going to be 1 bar. So that way you can fit your music where it needs to go. Don't go past 16. You know what I mean? Then have a bridge. If you have the bridge, it's got to be a 4 to 8 hook. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be intro, outro. Like, people need to know these things. These are why they like to speak to veterans. And I can't stand when people who say, "Oh yeah, I help you," and then what they make sounds like trash compared to the songs they're making.
Yeah, big dog. I get you, man. And yeah, man, I think the community needs to stick together and help each other because we're all trying to grow at the same time, Because I think
Yeah,
that if you're dissing people, you're not only you're lowering your frequency level. So you know what I mean? You're not putting out that positive vibe that people need. You know what I'm saying?
right. In my opinion, collabs are like, if you make a collab with somebody, especially if they don't have enough, band lab public relations. They don't have their name out there, and you make this killer collab, but because of your name, more people are listening. Now they're getting kind of, yeah, they say, oh, you clout chasing, but it's not. I mean, helping other people is helping yourself. Good music can't come from people who are selfish.
Exactly, dog. Amen to that. So, man, do you have any final words you want to say, big dog?
Yeah. I definitely want to say, even though we got a lot of crap going on in the world, don't let them brainwash you, man. Do not, keep your own mind. Remember to trust your instincts. Don't hate on other people because people are different, whether they look different, they rap different, the musical abilities are different, or what they might be a little different than yours. Treat everybody the same, or at least give them the same opportunity to prove themselves to be cool. And remember that divide and conquer, you make nothing, but working together, we all gonna prosper.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ceilns Da Gawd, Martyrs Brigade. This is strictly for the music podcast. I'm recording.